Prince Adams is geared up and ready to go, with a spiked nail bat in his hands and a pistol on his hip. His little retirement village here has grown unruly in the apocalypse, and this prince shall reign with justice, stability, and order, all of which will be enacted by the prince himself. And so, without further ado, it's time to get swinging. Kia ora, Legionnaires, Rycon here, and welcome back to Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and to our short survival series where we have a feral human close by, it would seem. Oh, chasing us in actual fact. So we might have enough time to go and drop our backpack here just as we're hit in the torso with a stone. Spinning back around, we managed to batter this feral a number of times before they fall down dead. Let's see if that feral had anything interesting, and sure enough, they do. They've got a lot of morphine. There aren't many circumstances in which morphine is going to be useful to us, but you know, we'll take it just in case. We'll then get our backpack on as well, and we might have to bandage our torso up after getting whacked with those stones, but you know what, I think we're going to be okay. Let's move on over into this house here, and it looks like we may be able to... No, we won't be able to pry here. We do have a window open over here. Okay, that's good. I'm trying to avoid smashing windows if possible, because long term, I think Prince would like to turn this place into something more than what it is right now. We're in minimal pain. I think we can manage that just fine. We're going to take the codeine and the bandages with us. Everything else, that can stay for now. We're just going to check down by the front door. Make sure that we're all clear before heading down to the basement. We've got a boomer down there who is probably going to head up the stairs in just a moment. We'll go and turn the light on just so that we can see what's going on. We'll start swinging. We can't really see anything, so we're just going to have to go down. And we made them pop. Okay, that one's going to head on over here. And we can get our first perk. Now, this isn't from stable. This is a mod, Bombastic Perks. And we've gained a level, effectively. We have 4 experience. The next level is far away, but we have a perk that we can pick up here. And looking through all of these, there's a lot to see here. A lot of perks available to us. Now, I imagine there's probably a bit of description that go along with these. Metamagic perks also sound fun, but you know what? I'm going to try and see if I can find something that makes sense. Bloody Mess, maybe? You know, I think we're just going to pick up maybe Lucky Dodge. I like the idea that Prince knows how to dodge. He's had a lot of speeding baseballs come his way. I feel like Thick Skull could also work for that as well, but we're going to pick up Lucky Dodge. Oh, and we get a bit of description there. You have a habit of always ducking at the right time. You have a 5% chance to dodge any incoming attack. I feel like that's a good perk for us to pick up. At the same time, let's have a look here and see what we've got. Built tough. You're like a walking tank. 5% less damage from all sources. That's fun as well. Thick Skull, I feel like that's probably self-explanatory, but Bloody Mess. For whatever reason, you always seem to make a real mess of things. Enemies you kill tend to explode into a mess of viscera. Okay, maybe less useful. Stronger, I imagine, is, +1 to strength, which isn't bad, really. I feel like it could be seen as Prince coming into his own, like kind of getting strength once again. It's been a while since he's been swinging a bat, and now he has one. And so, I like it. It is ours. We have 0 perk points to spend, so that's that. But hey, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. Let's go check out the rest of the basement here. We're hearing noises, I think, from the next door basement. Not quite. We're gonna go and drop this backpack here because that's a lot to deal with. And ideally, we're not going to let them spill out of here if possible. But, you know, who knows? We got jumped there pretty bad by those dogs. And it looks like all the wine that was here is probably all smashed. Now, we do have a lot of booze in Prince's basement, so that's okay. All right, We could have been a little bit more dodgy there, moving around, but we're actually relatively well equipped, well armored at the moment, so we can manage well enough. We are going to have to recall that in these basements we do have bodies, and those bodies are going to have to go back up to the surface at some point once we actually look at fully clearing this place. Let's get that nail back in hand. We managed to stop the bleeding there. Playing cards down below. Yeah, I can see Prince having been to this place before, playing cards with his neighbors, and no doubt the man that he just struck down was more than likely his neighbor at some point. I think we're going to continue trying to make our way down through the back of the properties here, the homes, but before we do that, we are going to head upstairs. We're going to check everything in these rooms. We're looking for things like, copper rings, silver hairpins, things that we can just put on because they're going to look fancy. We can't put any copper rings on right now. That's okay. And then of course we're going to be looking through here to see if there's anything that could be useful to us equipment wise. Nothing in there exactly. So we continue moving into the bathroom. More candles, hydrogen peroxide, which we could look at putting on our wounds here. Let's go for the head and our arm here, as they're the most damaged out of everything. We're not going to worry about bandaging just yet because we're likely to just take more wounds, really. What I should be doing when we rock up to a home is taking our backpack off and then picking it back up as we need. Okay, it looks like we may have to smash a window here. It's unfortunate, but you know, we need to clear these places. Doing a little bit of damage it's not gonna completely undervalue the safety of a place. It can be boarded up again at a later date. We're just going to eat some bacon from that fridge, help ourselves. We've got more antiseptic here as well, some more multivitamins. We'll just go and take those out of the bottle. Looks like there is a feral human to the southeast. I don't know if they can see us right now. We're going to turn our light off. We're going to peek down here. We're probably going to turn the light back on immediately. And we do have a large number of dead here. So let's go drop our backpack down. And I was just going to wait for them to make their way towards us, but honestly, we might just have to go upstairs and then try and swing at them once they get closer. That ain't happening. Okay, so let's just clear the rest of this then. Fit over sunglasses, they're cool, but we don't need them. Platinum hairpin, I mean, it's cooler than what we've got so far. I don't know if there is a limit to how many we can put on. As for watches, I think we already have a pretty good watch. Let's see. Silver watch on our left wrist. So we won't worry about the diver's watch, although I imagine that there probably is some good capability that comes from that. Oh, can we wear the wedding ring? Probably poor taste. We've already got quite a few rings on, so we're kind of maxed out there. Security ballistic vest and a stab vest. That's cool. Okay, so let's have a look and see what we're going to get from this. Ballistic vest is better just in every regard. The stab proof vest is a little bit better when it comes to piercing. We're not going to get too much piercing from our enemies. So we're going to go and put the ballistic vest on, and we're going to see what it... okay, so it's going to conflict with our duster. I guess that's to be expected. So we're going to probably try and drop the duster off. We're going to come back up here once we've dealt with the dead down below, and we'll look at just putting some of the things that are in that duster into our backpack. Okay, no one there immediately. Okay, looks like they've kind of moved on. We'll take a swing. We've been grabbed right away. That's not great. We have missed our swing there. Let's try and see if we can get back upstairs. Okay, we're just waiting, seeing if we can take a strike. Oh boy, there's a lot of them around there. So if we just take a step here, if they come upstairs, we'll be able to attack them one at a time, unless they manage to push past each other, which is possible. Wow, you took a while to die, but the first one is down. We're on to the second now. We have been grabbed. I'm going to try and hold this position. I think that's the safest thing for us to do. We're going to start getting a little bit out of stamina. There was one more down there, a feral. So we're just going to turn on safe mode. We're going to start to wait, see if they make their way up here. We're in distressing pain at the moment, so we're probably going to go and take some codeine if we can. We did pick some up, but I can't see it right now. I can see some tramadol. That's far more intensive. We'll take it because it is distressing pain, as long as we're not doing that all the time. We'll get our stamina back, and we are going to have to be a little bit cautious. We have taken a bit of damage here. It's the pain more than anything that is a factor. So let's go smash these bodies. We'll see if they have anything that we want to grab from them. It's unlikely because they are zombified. A lot of the stuff is going to be messy, both in terms of its quality and also it's actually physically covered in mess. Now, we did go and drop off our duster here, so we still got everything on the ground there. I'm just kind of waiting for this distressing pain to start to dissipate. So while we're waiting, we might as well use some of the bandages that we do have. We will have more downstairs. Let's just go. The makeshift stuff isn't going to be good as the actual. No improvement there. We don't actually have anything on our arm. Let's get our head looking good. Yeah, the rest of the bandages must be downstairs, if I had to take a guess. So we're just going to back out for a moment here, take a seat, and we'll wait 5 minutes. We hear some shuffling downstairs. We'll probably try and wait half an hour. Okay, moderate pain is far better. We're starting to get a little bit on the thirsty side. I don't think we have any drinks up here with us. They're going to be downstairs, if I had to take a guess. Let's just have a little peek down below. Okay, we're not immediately seeing anyone there. Let's go grab our backpack just so that we can sort out our equipment situation. We're now going to go and wear the sleeveless fur duster for a moment, and then we're just going to go and unload it. So by unloading it, it means that it will get distributed through everything else that we've got. And then we can go and drop our cool sleeveless fur duster. It is very cool, but yeah, we're going to have to do without it. Okay, we've got some beer and we have some clean water. We're going to go knock back that clean water, get ourselves nice and hydrated. Turgid, we went a little bit far there. That's okay. And it looks like we are a little overweight at the moment, so I don't have to go too hard in the food department. Right, okay, so with caution, let's go drop this backpack. And oh, our headlamp is actually completely out of batteries. So we're going to go and reload that, put a fresh battery in there. We spotted a zombie child. A lot of smashed windows here. Oh, okay, there's that feral. I was going to say we can't really hear where they are, but they were just waiting for us. We're not going to smash, but we're going to turn around and just clock them there. Okay, backing off. All right, the ferals aren't going to grab us, but they can do a fair bit of damage to us. There's a propane lantern on this one. I don't think we need it, but we are going to take the narrow spectrum antibiotics, and I think before we look at picking up our backpack, we are just going to go and turn on our headlamp and then just look downstairs. Okay, this is probably the last of the lot that were down here. We're going to try and make our way back up. Difficult to break those grabs. We got a feral here as well. Not great. Not great. Oh, wow. With a critical, though, we took that feral down right away. Let's just go and smash that corpse. I don't think there's going to be much on that feral. We can actually see, though, if we go all the way down, a makeshift crowbar. That we do want. So we're just going to be able to attach that to our tool belt here. So that means that we should be able to do some prying. At the very least, we're going to be able to take furniture apart. I'm also going to want to try and get into a little bit of sewing because some of our stuff has become slightly damaged. All right, peeking downstairs, we do have a zombie who has grabbed us. We're just going to try and take them out. We're strong enough now that we should be able to do that. We've got 1 denarius on them. It is a curious looking coin. We're going to take that because that may come in handy down the line. We're also going to go and pick up our backpack. We're in that distressing pain at the moment, so I think we're probably going to just try and take a little bit of time to just chill out. Having a look at our painkillers, we can take a little bit more. Taking the codeine is probably going to be too much at the moment, so we're just going to take 2 ibuprofen. That'll start to get that pain down. Then let's have a look at our bandages. Okay, left leg, we definitely want to bandage you. Right arm, same deal there. Torso, same deal. We're pretty much going to be bandaging everything because it's all a bit messed up. As for our antiseptic and the hydrogen peroxide, we're going to go and do the things that are worse off first of all, just to give them a good chance to heal. And then we're just going to spend a bit of time doing other things. So let's have a read. We have a few things here. We have these scribbled scrolls, and we've got a sappy scroll as well. Let's have a read through this. This can teach us a spell, Torn Skin. Torn Skin, through the sap and needles covering the page, seems to involve thorns and bleeding wounds. Yeah, it's meant to be like bark skin, or I guess thorn skin, really? Yeah, it resembles thorn skin. I'm imagining we can use this on enemies. We'll see if we can learn it. As you can see, it does take us a while to study. We're actually completely out of pain. So we can see that this spell will turn our prince here into a druid. And I think we're going to go for that. Biomancer is very, very cool, but this is the first spell that we've been able to find. Would be wizard. We can now cast the spell Torn Skin, and I'm going to go and create a hotkey for that. Okay, so we can make a druid rune. Takes a little bit of mana to do that, and Torn Skin. It is too difficult for us to cast right now. Valid targets are allies and hostiles. And it's a damage over time kind of situation. 1 cut, 1 second. Okay, I don't know how useful it is going to be. Who knows? We also have these scribbled scrolls here, which is Cloak of Frog. Difficulty 4, so it's difficult, certainly. It is a Storm Shaper spell as well. I don't know if we want to learn too much at this stage. But hey, we've already got our pain under control. That's the main thing that I wanted to do. So we did a good job there. We're going to have a quick read of this fencing book as well. So it can teach us a little bit about fencing. It's not going to teach us a martial art style. Just by flicking through these, we can see what we are going to be able to learn by reading them. And some of them, as we can see, the big book of first aid, it only has recipes in it. The outdoor survival guide, we're not going to get anything from, because apparently we already know a fair bit about outdoor survival. So yay, go Prince. Oh boy, okay, we're a little injured, we're a little worn out, but it's midday. We did get up pretty early this morning, but I think we should be able to continue on. So we're going to try and make our way down towards the next house here. Okay, did we have someone down there? We do have a zombie. Okay, let's go drop that backpack. Just give us good maneuverability. We're going to take a swing. Awesome. All right, that one was already pretty damaged. We've got an e-ink tablet PC here. I'm kind of tempted to take it. Now, I'm not sure whether or not in this stage of Cataclysm how useful the tablet PC is going to be. Because in the past, the tablet PCs are able to store books, and it looks like, okay, you can store books with the tablet PC in this, so that's good to know. Oh boy, and we do have a zombie down there. I don't want them to smash through the windows, so we're going to try and open that for them, and then just back up. Let them take a step towards us, and damn, another good strike there. But I think the only reason that worked out for us was because they were already damaged. So let's go cautiously kind of towards the home here. We were kind of crawling around on the ground there briefly. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's fine. We've got some more ibuprofen here, and just seeing what else, if there's anything that we want. No, we are okay. But we will go check down here as well. Now I think we go back, we get our backpack on, and we make our way downstairs. First of all, yeah, okay. Definitely more dead out there. Yeah, I mean, it's not an easy job, this one that we're doing. Oh, and I've run the headlamp out yet again. So I do need to really be cautious with that. I need to make sure that when we head back upstairs, after peeking downstairs, that we... there's a lot of spiders. You know, I think that's okay. I think spiders can exist in this place and not be the bad guys. Yeah. But I do need to just be careful with our headlamp. I need to be turning it off far more often. Duct tape is always useful. I'm not sure if we have pliers currently. Let's have a look. So, looking at tools, we do have pliers. Okay, so we're good there. All right, let's go check the cupboard. The wardrobe, aquamarine gold earrings, and a leather collar. Damn. All right, we're going to get the leather collar on. We're wearing so much stuff. We're going to wear the aquamarine and gold earrings because we can. And there is a filter mask Oh no, we have a filter mask elsewhere. Okay, but we already have the helmet on our head, so we can't wear it right now. That's fine. Vermouth. We have some booze, mystery novel, and a long knit scarf. Okay, we don't need it. That's fine. Check the bathroom. We got some more hydrogen peroxide. So we'll be taking that, and that is yet another house clear. How many more do we have to go? Maybe one along this line here. So I feel like that's pretty good. And then we've just got, 3 on either side up here, and then we've got this place cleared. Now we have been dropping that backpack a bit, so I'm just going to go and get rid of these notes because we have the backpack with us. And oh, hello there, zombie child. We should be able to just kind of swing at you and feel really, really guilty about it. Now, I did leave some alive in one of the homes. We're probably going to have to go back to try and take care of them because, we're not gonna leave any bodies around. To kind of complete this challenge here, Prince is going to have to really clear the place up, as in burn all the bodies that remain. I don't think we're going to be able to pry any of these windows, so it's just going to have to be a smash to enter. Okay. And I don't think we're going to find anything crazy useful in the kitchen other than food, which right now we don't need any. The bathroom though, no Praxen. Okay. Long-lasting painkiller. Good for swelling. We'll take it. And we'll take the gauze as well. The cough syrup we have no need of yet. In time, possibly. Baseball cap, I mean, we're going to take it because baseball is our thing. We're not going to wear it right now, though, as we have our motorcycle helmet on. We're going to drop the backpack. We've got the headlamp on, and looking down below, this is a cool little basement. We've got 2 decayed zombies down here, 3 decayed zombies. Decayed zombies are relatively easy to kill, but we don't really want to be fighting them at the same time if we can avoid it. That one was trying its best to go and destroy the pinball machine there. Okay, we've got a laptop. That's good. The rucksack is also awesome, but it's pretty damaged and it's filthy, so we don't really want it. Unfortunately, we are making quite a bit of a mess, smashing these bodies apart, but you do what you gotta do. Oh boy. Okay, let's check you as well. Garter sheath. Cool, but we don't need it. Okay, all right. Just some ammonia. I don't think there's going to be anything too crazy useful down here. The pull cues can be if you're trying to make spears and things like that, so that's something to look out for. Not so important for us, especially with this nail bat now in our hands. Okay, well, the binoculars definitely useful. Can we wear more earrings? We can, so we're going to. Geez, we're going to be jingling. Can we wear... I thought there were some cargo pants. Although in saying that, I don't know if we would wear them over the checkered pants that we've got right now because they're fancier. And fancy is what we're all about. I feel like we'd also want to take that hand mirror as well, just so that we can keep a close eye on how good we are looking. So we'll pick up the hand mirror wherever that is. I think that's probably down here. Awesome. And what else was I grabbing? Nothing in here. Oh, the pair of binoculars. Because yeah, that does give us a greater sight of the area around us. We can see that over here, we have a small power substation, we have a cave, and we have a road that leads out into the woods. We also have a cabin and an attunement altar. How magical. But yes, we also have the Forge of Wonders that's here as well, which that is certainly interesting. Okay, so that's the last home there. That means we got to get out and deal with everything else that is out here. Okay, we have a zombie. No surprises there. We're going to turn our headlamp off because I finally remembered to do so and hope that they just climb over the fence here. No, you're just going to whack the fence, aren't you? We can't have that. We don't want you destroying it. So wait, and damn. Okay, you were already quite damaged. The permanent marker is useful because we can write on things. So we can, like, say, for example, give this baseball bat a name. We're going to hold off naming it right now, but in time, I would like to do that. I think that would be good. Okay, so let's see. Awesome. Okay, it's closed off down this way. We do have quite a few dead out here that are making their way on over towards us. The dog I am more concerned with, so we're ideally going to try and deal with that one first. Okay, the decayed zombie's nearly dead, so we're just going to go around the corner, take a swing at that. We're just going to try and break its grab. We don't want the dog to be grabbing us. One more swing should do it, I say, and we fail, and we miss again. The dogs are a little bit harder to hit, so that's one of the reasons why. We'll just wait here patiently for this one to show up. We'll break its grab. Okay, it is nearly dead. There we go, we got it. Okay, so let's go smash all the corpses here, and we'll just go and see if they had anything that we want. The cash cards are potentially useful, but we don't need them right now. What we do need is to just catch our breath, take a little bit of a breather. We can see another brainless zombie in the distance. We're just going to pick up our backpack for the moment. We're going to head on down towards whatever this is here. It was a gawky guardian, so it was a human. They hadn't zombified yet, so putting them down and making sure that they stay down wouldn't have been exactly easy for Prince to do. But he does what he needs to. Okay, so we're hearing and we're seeing a lot more dead as well. Oh, it looks like there's like an activity yard. So we're going to quickly duck into this house here. We need to be clearing all of these. There's 3 down here and there's 3 up top. It may be a little bit more than 3, just with the layout of them. So we're just going to move through. We're going to open that up. We're going to close it really quick and drop our backpack. Now, we've got another resident that's just shown up, which that's unfortunate. We're not going to be able to see very well here. We're being grabbed by you. Okay, so let's spin around, face you. Not exactly a situation that we want to be in right now. Okay, minor bleeding. It's not great. We're kind of pinned here, but I think we should be able to get a kill. As long as we can take you out. We've got 2 deep bites on our arm. Oh boy, okay, so really not good. Really not good. I think even if we could break our grab there, I think we just have to keep on trying to swing at this one. The situation was under control, but now it is wildly out of control. Pressed up against the wall, 3 zombies chowing down on Prince. He doesn't have enough room to swing that baseball bat, tearing at that fancy clothing. There is not much else he can do here but just try and fight and fall. Prince, I'm sorry, fella. We had hope for you. But if not Prince, then perhaps another. And as for last words, or a word to go along with Prince Adams, the outfield got an angel. You can rest now. And as one falls, another rises. And if you all enjoyed Prince Adams, you are going to love Hetty Wiener. Hetty is a child of stone, a dwarf, which gives her a fair amount of strength and perception. And just like Prince, it says her age is 55, but she's beyond that. She is in her golden years, just like Prince. Now, unfortunately, she doesn't actually have any melee skill to go along with that strength, but she does know a thing or two about gunsmithing and marksmanship, throwing, handguns, and rifles even. As for traits, she's got quite a few of them. Green eyes, long purple hair, and a lot of that hair, a light skin tone with dense bones, and her dwarven build gives her strength and stability. She has alcohol metabolism, meaning she does not need to eat if she's drinking. It's a food source for her. She also has dark sight, allowing her to see in the infrared spectrum. She's disease resistant, an earthborn artisan, a gourmand with high night vision, indefatigable, infection resistant, pain resistant, substance tolerance, and a tunnel fighter, which allows her to fight in cramped spaces. She gains bonuses when fighting underground. As for the negatives, she is light sensitive, meaning that she gets -1 to all of her stats when she's outside and the weather is sunny. She is slow-footed, she has a strong scent, she has topographinosis, or nausea, meaning she does not know much of what's going on around her on the map, due to a little bit of focal brain damage. She's a truth teller, a very heavy sleeper, and of course, a child of stone. As for those proficiencies, she's proficient with electronic soldering, firearm cleaning, long gun, close quarter combat familiarity, principles of gunsmithing, and spotting and awareness. And as for what she is rockin', well, she's got some magazines here. She has a American battle rifle, a beret, she's got these khaki pants on as well. She's like dressed and ready to go. A National Guard bayonet on her side. This is all just like random, completely random character that it's given me within the scenario. Hetty Wiener, I feel like has a pretty strong chance here of succeeding. Now this walking cane, I think we're going to drop it. We're going to drop it. We're going to keep that National Guard bayonet kind of at the ready. We do have some rounds in here as well. Let's just see what we've got going on down below here. We have some safety glasses. We have a tool belt that we're going to go and put on right away. The safety glasses will probably do the same thing there. We know from Prince that the world is dangerous. We're going to take the licorice with us because I imagine that Hetty is a fan. We could crack into this here, but I think for safety's sake, we're gonna have a peek upstairs and see what's really going on. Protective Measures, a graphic novel. I don't think that is gonna help us. And then just football. Oh, it's a football. I thought it was a book called Football. Anyway, let's have a peek upstairs. It's looking all right. That long purple hair, I'm assuming, is tucked under the beret. I think the best thing that we can do right now is just get upstairs, just so that Hetty can have a little... Wow, okay, she really cannot see all that far. But what we can see is that, like Prince, she is in a retirement home. And she's right next to this small community, Avon. There is a hotel here. That hotel, I don't think is going to go very high, so I don't think that's going to help us in terms of sight. There's a slime pit here as well. And yeah, I think where Hetty's goal is going to differ from Prince's is that she doesn't exactly want to rule a kingdom. She just wants to survive. And survival is going to mean finding a refugee center, which is easier said than done. We're going to try and navigate around this house cautiously, staying low where possible and using that dark sight to our advantage. We probably would do better by kind of waiting until nightfall. That leather corset might actually be useful for us. It does have a little bit of pierce and cut protection on it, so let's go chuck that on, or rather under, and we'll see what it's conflicting with. I think it's conflicting with the bra. Let's just drop that. I think that we're going to get enough from the leather corset there. Okay, cool. There is a conflict here, I think, with the dress uniform and the khaki pants, because it's like a full uniform, I think, but it's not causing us too much stress. We've got a tobacco pipe as well. Hot damn. Yeah, Hetty is it's kind of cool. Headlamp, great. Filter mask, also really good. As for the other things, not super necessary. The rain hood can be handy. I think we'll probably still take the hairpins because they could help us when it comes to lockpicking. So we are going to go and just put them in our hair just so it's easier for us to keep them. We'll put that signet ring on as well because I feel like that's probably of significance to her. We will also go and wear the headlamp and just see, okay, cool. No conflicts there. That's good. Let's continue sneaking around, head into the bathroom and see what we have. We'll take the hydrogen peroxide and I think that'll be it for now. We'll probably take one towel with us. And I think we're storing most of this stuff. I'm not sure where actually. The chest rig that we've got on, we've just got the magazines in it. Okay. I kind of do like the idea of her just, finding a perch somewhere and just going at it. Eat your way to a fit physique. Get coding and also fundamentals. I don't think we're going to need any of those. We're just going to keep on moving through here. We can see a large zombie outside. We'll close that up. Just seeing what we have around here. Taking the basics. The adhesive bandages we will take out of the box there. Wonderful. But yeah, I think I would like to try and see if we can climb on top of a roof here and then just start try to clear this place a little bit, because I think it would be good for us still to take some of the things that are here before we leave. The subway station has got to lead to somewhere. It doesn't look like Avon has any other subway stations. That's a gun store. She's definitely going to want to go to that. She's big on guns, so even though like her dexterity isn't crazy good, her strength is great. Like her strength is super, super high. So I'd like to be able to try and make use of that, but for now, let's just see what else we got here. Sweets for your sweet child. I want to try and see if we can find a downspout. So let's just kind of go with that little bit of caution. Just peeking out here. Okay, peeking out. All is well, seemingly. Okay, not entirely. Okay, so do we think we're going to be able to climb this? Maybe? I mean, we're pretty strong. We are pretty strong. Let's see. You cannot climb here. There is a ceiling above your head, but there's a downspout. I guess it... Okay. Right. So, that ain't gonna work for us. That's fine. Let's go across maybe to the next house. Let's see what we can do there. Okay, this is fine. Oh, it's another hoarder's house. That could be useful. I want to see if we can climb here though. Okay, no, so it's kind of the same everywhere. We could always just use like the second story. I did want to get a little bit higher just because that can be useful. Mancala set. Okay, cool. Let's not worry about that right now. We're just going to go hop through some of these boxes and see if we can find things that could be useful. Oh, I mean booze. Yeah, I feel like we have to take it. If we see booze, it's going to be carried by us in some way. I'll try and take the duct tape with us. The light batteries, we'll take that one. It's about half. We will pick up the mini lighter and also the permanent marker that's there. Screwdriver, yes, 100%. The X-Acto knife is still potentially useful to us, so we'll take that as well. And I don't think we're going to worry about much else in the kitchen other than booze if we find it, because as we know, we can metabolize alcohol, so that's good. We've got that going for us. We also have a backpack. Let's go put that on. Wonderful. Okay, that will definitely help with carrying things. I think what I want to do now is go to everything else that we've got on, like the army jacket, for example. That's probably where we're carrying most of our things, and we're just going to start to unload them, because I think that that's going to be better to just keep things in our backpack where possible. Dress uniform, we'll go and take a lot out of that as well. It does take a little bit longer to take things out of your backpack, but in general, we want to be low encumbrance. And even though Prince was dropping his backpack, he probably still had quite a bit on him, which doesn't really help. The kitty scissors, I think it's got cutting quality of 1. We need something better than that, so we'll leave it for now. We've got some detergent. That's about it down here. So we're going to continue on. We'll just go into that little crouched position. Take the bandages. The ibuprofen we will take as well. I don't know if we have a bottle yet, so we'll take that. Wherever possible, we are going to be closing the curtains just because that does make it a little bit safer for us. It takes us quite a long time to move through these boxes. And I guess the thing is, we are just more comfortable in the dark as well. Which, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how good we are at shooting with it being so bright out. I honestly think that we'd do a much better job at night if we were to try and do some shooting. Right, we're just going to walk around like normal now. I think we can probably get away with peeking into the basement here. We could be dealing with cockroaches again though, so just to be ready for that, I think we will go and drop the backpack on the ground, and let's just go to our sheath. We want to change that to S for sheath. So activate sheath, we'll draw out the bayonet, and sure enough, there is a cockroach down there. Okay, we've taken a few swings, we've missed it, it's missed us a lot. Okay, 11 damage. Theoretically, we should be doing better underground, but we're struggling to kill a single cockroach right now, so we got there. We can hear more activity, which means that there probably are more roaches down here. Let's just try and catch our breath. We've heard some shuffling, but we've not seen anything yet. And we have gone and smashed that to pieces. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just go to our headlamp, first of all, change that to F, and we can see a little bit further, but we can't see all that far. So I think what I'm going to do is, I feel like I've confirmed that there's nothing else down here. So we'll go and turn that off now. We'll go and grab our backpack, and I will just kind of jump through. If I find something interesting, I will let you all know. Actually, you know what? We're going to have to leave that on, aren't we? Yeah, to be able to see properly exactly what is down here. Right, we found an MP3 player. We will be taking that. Oh, and a spiral stone. That's interesting. 3 ultralight batteries. Good. Some Prussian blue tablets. Still useful. A USB drive with Hack Pro. Yeah, we'll take it. Ooh, okay. The knee pads, definitely useful. The earplugs, same kind of deal. So we'll pick both of those up for now. We'll probably put the knee pads on when we get out of here. As for boots, we have combat boots on right now. I think that they're going to be better than anything we find. The leather apron we're going to pick up as well, because like that's a maybe for us. It can be a little bit of extra protection. Ooh, we have a leather backpack here as well. I feel like that's going to be a little bit better than our current backpack, so we will take that with. Ooh, and a sun shield. Hopefully that does help us a little bit. It's just a tiny bit of protection. We've got knee pads as well. Can't remember if we had elbow pads or knee pads, but we'll grab those. And that's kind of everything. So we could try and crack those crates, but we'd need to try and smash them open, which is maybe possible with our strength, but I don't think we're going to worry about that right now. Okay, yeah, so we had 2 pairs of knee pads. We don't need both of those. Let's go drop off the other set. We can put the apron on. I just want to see how that conflicts. It conflicts a lot, so let's not do that. But we will go and put the leather backpack on, and then we'll just go and unload our current backpack. Okay, that is that. So we're going to head back up here. We're going to go upstairs, and we're going to finish exploring this place. Potassium iodide. A lot of radiation-related medication in this place, which is interesting. Lots of maple candy too, so definitely a Canadian. And having completed looking in this room here, no scrolls. Last room, rules for the road. It's good for us to pick up because we don't actually have any driving experience at all with Hetty. Although maybe now is not the time to start learning to drive, now that I think about it. Yeah, probably not the right call, really. But Legionnaires, as much as I would like to continue with Hetty here, that is where we're going to have to leave it for today. Losing a character is never easy, but sometimes it is something to expect in these short survival series. All it takes is one moment where things go wrong for them to go very wrong in the apocalypse. So hopefully Hetty can use the experience that she has, no doubt in serving in the National Guard, to survive a little while longer. Perhaps that rifle will get use. That gun store, it beckons. And, you know, even though Hetty is short, I think she might still be able to just jump up and over the back fence and be out of this place. Sometimes it is our aspirations that lead us to failure. For Prince, he wanted that kingdom. Hetty just wants a place to survive. But to make it a little bit more complicated than that, the refugee center will be needed. That is part of the victory conditions. But I think, seeing as she really does like the underground so much, she'll also need to discover a mine. Whether she clears that mine, well, we'll talk about that. But that is our 2-part victory condition for this challenge. And so, join me in remembering Prince Adams. As for now, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome. And until next time, stay tuned.